Yo, these my I only got purple jerseys, so you might have to throw them away. I bet.
Now, from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Condors of Chicago. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
I'm ready. Come on, P. You know what's up, P. You know what we do, P.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So you look at this new situation. It's worked in other places. You've got two teams in L.A. Until recently, we had two out in the Bay Area. Of course, two in the New York area. And now two teams calling Chicago home. And if these fans here are any indication, this city is ready to embrace this newly relocated team. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, this defense for the Ravens, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They go play action here on first down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your
Some
offensive
Jake May
quarterback,
I
they really
know
had a
who this
big week
is.
last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador.
He's at 0.
And
Need that right back.
To the 23-yard line.
That's good. Let's get back to the fucking
Defense got him
regular
the football
program.
with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders.
Get back to regular program, Gibbs. 6 guy. 6.
Touchdown, Chicago. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Condors take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. But you look at this defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do
Good
you do it with a
fucking
little bit of
hit,
humor?
boy.
Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like,
Curse
hey, didn't
that
we
boy.
practice in that color jersey all week?
Put
Not
that
the
in
one
the
that you're throwing
dirt.
it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this complete to Mitchell. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Oh,
and this
they
one will be
fucking
returned
saved
to
me.
right around the
They
38-yard
saved me.
line.
That
A
was about to be
nightmare
a
of a
house
first
call.
half for him.
Dang.
That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away their timing.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one goes for 36 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, come on, Drake. You
He
gotta
had
catch
a man
that.
open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here, because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide open receiver.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now they'll shift things around. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Get
Hit
the
as he
ball
throws
off.
there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touchdown.
Come on, good fucking blocking, y'all boys. Good blocking, nigga.
Chicago. A great play there.
Great blocking, y'all boys.
Touchdown of the new season. And the Condors are able to widen their advantage. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Every time.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 17-0 our score after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. Third and 5. Now it's Jackson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where...
And this will be caught at
Sorry,
the 30.
Get him on the top plane, man.
Touchdown!
He cannot check him.
Chicago! A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Condors continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Nigga for the Bengals, but
The
he's
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
some Louis
Well,
V
CD, you
spanking.
kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're
Did
in
he?
the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
On third down, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
They got to work for that.
But not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson.
Thank you.
And his pass is intercepted.
Thank you to the crib.
Fourth time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So
Grab that shit like a
fourth
book.
down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The fucking hit.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leaving candy out at Halloween.
I'm running basic ass plays.
They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
We just got to do better.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
One-shot plays, yeah, you
And
heard?
find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And this is incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And Jackson throwing once more. It's caught. Mitchell.
Oh, my God, go fucking
And
move.
he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
No, we changed it.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. Maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd down and 8.
Come on, P, you see my quarterback and running back combination. 6 do shit.
He'll look to throw.
Yo, come on, man.
In front, he couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete.
Play your zone.
He'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 107 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Another run for Gibbs here. And they're knocking on the door now.
Gibbs, go crazy.
They're going to take this to about the 10-yard line. And now an audible here into something else. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's his head.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Catch his ass. Catch his ass. Get his ass. Okay, Jake, you get some speed.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six
Oh,
and a
he was
Raven
coming and get dinner in
touchdown.
5 feet within that boy.
So maybe some signs of
Boy,
life.
number 3
This has been a
fastest.
defense. They've been all over the map here in this 1st half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need.
Hey,
And it
yeah,
sounds
oh,
overly
there is
simple,
way over.
but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return an interception for a touchdown, That's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Come on, 7.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Terrible.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
No.
And he's going to be
Terrible
intercepted
fucking
for the
play.
3rd time thus
Just
far.
let the defense stay in
Picked
the
up by Brandon Stevens. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to air this out deep for Harvin. And this is caught. And in for the Ravens
Percy
touchdown.
Harvin Jr. has.
A big play there.
Percy Harvin
His
Jr.
first
has.
NFL reception
Raw. He
goes
can
for
turn
6.
kicks.
And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Check his accolades. I might have to trade
Tucker
for
able
him.
to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut this to a 17-point spread.
If I have to see the Raiders
So
the worst
not
side,
much time to
he
speak
had
of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
It's 14 unanswered points, man. Let's try to get 3 before that.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up
Burnt them,
incomplete.
bro.
That's some good closing speed there
Bro,
defensively
he
because
burnt
that looked
him.
open for a minute.
Man.
But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Good fucking throw, Drake.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Interception right here. If you throw an interception right here. We got you.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled
I got
at
my
the
boy the Ravens
21-yard
fucked
line,
up.
so a net negative there of 4
I got him
yards.
playing super raw.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Talk shit, don't
They
know.
look up
I
at the
don't want
scoreboard
people to play
facing
raw.
that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least.
Good
And
hit.
now here is another
Sat on him.
interception.
He sat on him.
Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
He's checking him.
Kyle Pitts from 21 yards away. And the Condors are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right.
God,
This is
I ain't doing that.
It's
Who
a big
is
play
this
there
guy?
for Baltimore. 49 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far,
Like, who
and
is
really
that?
excited about what they expect to see down the road.
I don't know no college player. That's Percy Harvin's son. Watch that. Who you on? JC Moore? There's JC. Lock him up.
Now Jackson on first down. Going right side here, and that's
Who's
complete.
there?
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Now Jackson. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
Quick, ready?
What's up, number 5 though?
Again, Jackson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
I'm shitty as hell for that.
A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point
Nice,
conversions, even
no
heavy
detail.
run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 143 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw.
Oh,
and
my
his pass
God.
is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Sorry about that. I see that.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Drops this underneath, it's Mitchell. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they'll wind up getting this with all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Jackson will throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Man, wasn't even 5 yards down the field.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
2-yard route. Okay. Yo, who's supposed to be over here? I'm like, yo, who's so fucking supposed to be over here? Good tackle, man.
And quickly, they get to the line. And he'll get in.
Myerski.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Myerski.
Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point
football in the second half.
deficit.
Yeah. Yeah, we can play football in the second half.
Kick it away following the
Coach
touchdown.
don't want their ass up. He done fired their ass up on
This will be
halftime. No
returned from
bad.
deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only
But these
gets
boys
this
on
out to the
steroids, no
16-yard
bad.
line.
Niggas is playing whole standard. The fuck y'all niggas do at halftime, bro?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Smart, man.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And complete to Drake London. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd and 4. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out
just
to
sit
be
there,
the final
Gibbs.
play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Gibbs straight ahead.
Fucking run, boy. 6 guy. That nigga is playing like a fucking dog.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
That's a come on.
There from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of
I know
2.
what that was.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's me in 1st.
Now they'll empty out the backfield. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago
Good way to just sit there and just wait for the ball, bro. Good way to just sit there and not move.
4th touchdown on the year. And the Condors are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
Kick to this one.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Hey, report! 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 Sit up!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Here's Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And my goodness, another interception.
Oh, thank you. You made up
And
for
a
your
big
others.
turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier
Stay
to
in
move the ball
bounds,
on offense
bro.
without timeouts
What is he
than to
doing?
stop them on defense without using them.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Here we go, set. 79 Broncos. Warriors 70.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the fourth quarter, a time you'd think they'd be running the football. They're still tossing it around and having great success, and it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line.
Touchdown! A great play there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Condors are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Number 5, who the fuck in Harvin is? And with the dog. Keontae Mitchell, he fast as hell.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On second down, here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly.
Fucking number 6. What the fuck is number 6? Nah, they got a number 6 out of them too, bro. What the fuck? Who is this nigga?
Yards. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
What the fuck?
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Tyler Bass. Dude, Tyler Bass.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Bell to ass. As for UP. Oh, come on. Something hidden. About to lose respectfully.
Let's go now.
Charles, a lot of happy faces.
Good game. Come on, boy, Jason. Come on. 98 is 99 is crazy. We just put blood to us and let's go handle business in this other league. Let's go handle business. Damn, bro. You ain't lose that bad, bro. 26, bro. How was you?
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports
Right,
coverage of
I'm
the
26.
NFL
How old
takes
are
us
you?
to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking
Oh,
on
man,
the Denver
we beat
Broncos.
niggas 5 years old, 50. Who the fuck? How old niggas?
And off we go from Denver. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
I wish I got another game after this. I forgot.
Ready? Panther 11, Panther 11. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Griffin. Got a man here, it's Bryant. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. Griffin. Flushed out right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming in to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it with Griffin. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now it's Griffin. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Griffin. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now a give up the middle to Bettis. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
This 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
You gotta pick that. That's to the crib.
Incomplete.
Both
really
of them.
Good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Running right, here's Falk. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. It's complete to the tight end Bennett. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a give inside for Falk. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. They'll give to Falk up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
On the give, here's Falk. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Broncos force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
2nd and 9. Now it's Griffin. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he'll be out of bounds right around 14. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Okay, ready? Tight, 19 tight, street, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Here's Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Come on. 60 boxes. 18, Pioneer.
Now Griffin on 1st down. Again to Bryant, and again it's caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Street.
Moore, the man in motion. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. They'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now a give left side, Brown with it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Hawk 70, high. 70.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
From the gun, it's Griffin. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Here's Griffin.
And that one off
Jim,
the
you gotta
mark
catch that.
behind him, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Broncos go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Second down and inches.
Caught that. Oh my God, we punished that boy.
First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Can you hand me a water or like a Gatorade or something? Oh.
79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Check smash. Check smash. Ready.
Final play of the half. It's Griffin. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
You want to go get some medicine? Say you want to go get some medicine.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
That was a big man. Come on.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible. And this
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Griffin to throw. Bryant has it. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Man open left side is Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Griffin.
Gotta get the
The
ball.
ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Play action. It's Griffin. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up. 2nd and 11. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On the handoff, this is Falk. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The point after is good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Griffin.
Hey,
And
get
he's
the
going to be
ball
brought
out.
down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Griffin. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Agnew now to return. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th.
It's a time of basketball.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Griffin. It's complete to Hopkins. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Brown on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Griffin. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant. Touchdown, Broncos. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point safely through, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now Janikowski follows. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Second and 3. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. They'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. CD, this is the ideal situation, the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Okay, break. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Oh, Griffin's going to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
18 Rattler.
Now Griffin on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, You throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Now one final
Oh
throw
my
here is
God, he's supposed to
incomplete, and
catch
that
that.
is how this one will come to an end.
He's supposed to
So this one
mark
will
that
wind up a
nigga.
Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I
Shit
know a
too
lot of people
incompletion,
watching
man.
this one were thinking to
It's too
themselves,
easy, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man. Don't rush me, man, bro. When niggas rush me, I put belt ties to niggas, bro. I said, look, it's alright, it's just so long. Hmm? Like the ones that he already had? And he said no, right? Oh, like you talking about like, oh, okay, just tell him no. So what? You're not paying for the background check. Better to go than not to. Like, say my God, I got my black shades. We're playing this league. Niggas be playing. Yo, who is? He put 73 points up on that nigga head. It's crazy. He is ass. Niggas let him put up 73 points. It's crazy.